In this video, we will adjust the body a bit and learn sculpting tools. Notice we have an ingon or a face with more than 4 edges. Also 2 triangles at the middle. We better turn them into quads because sub-D works better with them. Triangles and ingons cause a lot of headache with sub-D and usually looks bad. So that's why we mostly use quads. Start by dissolving the edge in the middle of the triangle. Select it and Ctrl X. This one too. Now add a loop cut at the 2 sides of the palm. Now connect the vertices using J. And in the back too. Now everything's a quad. As usual, try to smooth stuff out using techniques like edge slide and Alt S. Add the loop cut for the fingers to improve the effect of sub-D. Smooth it out again. You can also use Alt S for this if you want. To make something circular, select the faces, right-click, Loop Tools, and pick Circle. Now it's circular. We enabled Loop Tools in episode 2, by the way. Loop Tools add-on is extremely helpful. Add a loop cut here. You can change the solid mode material from here. This helps a lot by giving a fresh look at the model, which allows you to identify your mistakes and fix them. Felt like the stomach area had little details, so I added a loop cut. Go to Object Mode, select the model, right-click Shade Smooth. If you want to preview the wireframe of the model, you can do it from here. As you can see. We'll try to move the hips up to help shape the polygons. Now we have a nice clean loop going from her butt to the crotch. This will help when she raises her leg up. And as usual, try to even out the vertices. As you can see, modeling is fairly easy. To select a loop, hold Alt, then left-click an edge. By the way, I did explain this in previous episodes, but I never explained that you can select a face loop. Pick face selection, hold Alt, then left-click. It'll pick a loop in this direction. If I want in that direction, Alt left-click the adjacent edge. Same thing with vertex selection. So select this loop and add a loop cut through it, which helps with animation. Enable wireframe to see how it looks. This topology will stretch properly when animating the legs. Now try to spread the points evenly. Go to sculpt mode to use the sculpting tools. Now you're in sculpt mode. By default, you will have this brush picked, and basically it pulls the vertices out. At the top, you could adjust the strength of the brush, and here you can change whether it pulls out or pulls in, aka subtract and add. Right now using add, so it pulls out, whereas the subtract does the opposite. There are many tools here which you can explore on your own, but we will use some of the tools, like the draw brush we just used, also the blob brush which we're gonna use to make the hair. Another brush, the inflate brush, inflates the mesh, kinda like Alt-S. As for the smooth brush, it's self-explanatory. If you want to temporarily use the smooth brush, even if you have any kind of brush, hold Shift and left click. Another important brush is the grab brush, which pulls out the vertices. This brush isn't drawing, by the way, it's just pulling. So I'm gonna increase the size, or press F and drag your mouse. Left click to apply the size of the brush. Let's test it now. We'll decrease the strength a bit, it's too much. Yes, a lot better. Another one is slide relax. This brush is essentially the same as edge slide and vertex slide. But there is a secret to it. Hold Shift and use it to evenly spread out the vertices. You can lower the strength of the brush to have more control. Now the mask brush to mask out vertices. The way I do it is by holding Ctrl Shift then left click. As you can see. The dark side is uneditable. To invert the mask, go to Mask, then Invert Mask. Now I can sculpt that area. To smooth out the mask, go to Mask, then Smooth Mask. And that's basically what you'll use 90% of the time. Now we can use the Slide Relax brush, set the strength to something low, and hold Shift, then start painting. Maybe increase it more? Yeah. Just like that. I won't do any major thing, just some small touches. Run the sub-D and let's see. You can disable optimal display to preview the virtual points. Optimal display basically only shows you the points you can edit.